I'm going to share something brutal, you know. So yesterday, it is Sunday. I don't know when I'm going to upload this, but, you know, my dad called me, and he doesn't really call me that much. And when he does, it's always at like the worst times in the world. But, you know, he ended up calling me, and, you know, he was like, oh, what have you been up to recently? And I told him, I'm like, you know, I went out, you know, got drunk and went out. And, you know, he's like, oh, you got a job yet? You got a job? And now here's the thing, you know, I think like one of my earliest videos is about like, you know, I don't even know what it is. It's like older generations don't understand whatever, how dating is now. It's not even just that. It's just life in general. Like, I'm telling you, man, it's just everything. Like, they cannot fathom, like the older generations physically cannot fathom what it's like to grow up with like this just absolute slopped garbage food, the internet just brain rot garbage. Like, they just can't fathom how badly it has just fucking destroyed everything. And yeah, you know, I told him, I'm like, you know, I went out, got drunk, and he's like, oh, you know, I can't get mad at you for that. And, you know, he's telling me how like, yeah, you know, when I was your age, he like gives me like the same speech every time. And I think he genuinely thinks, so what he told me basically is he's like, yeah, you know, you're out there at bars, you know, hooking up with chicks. He's like, you're living it up, hooking up with chicks. And I don't know what the hell my dad thinks, honestly. I don't know if he actually knows I'm a 23-year-old virgin. I actually don't know. But he genuinely, like, this motherfucker genuinely thinks that I go to bars, like it's like the 80s. Cause like, you know, my dad was my age in like the early 80s, maybe late 70s, whatever. Like, he genuinely thinks, right, that I'm going to bars and, you know, talking to all these chicks and bringing them home. But when the harsh reality is, you know, I'm going to bars and getting pressed by this fucking guy with a fucking hairline tattoo. You know, like, that's like the harsh reality. And talking to other men, there's no women. Like, if you want to, you know, go to a bar to meet women, good luck to you. Seriously, I'll give you a fucking $1 million if you could pick up a chick at a bar, because that's just not how it works anymore. It's not. Every time I've been to a bar, guys, it is just, you know, middle-aged people, mostly men. It's always like mostly men. There's never women my age there. And if there are, guess what? They already have a boyfriend with them. You want to know why? Because, you know, they'll meet a guy online, right? Because, I mean, everything's online nowadays, right? They'll meet some dude online, and then they'll be like, hey, you want to go to the bar? And then they'll both go to the bar together. It's not the other way around where, you know, a girl my age, like, hey, I'm going to go alone to a bar, and hopefully some really cute guys there that wants to, you know, pick me up. Like, Dad, what the fuck are you fucking smoking, dude? That's what he thinks. You know, it's like, what do you smoke? Like, what different beer are you drinking now? Like, what the fuck? It's not how, like, I'm telling you, I've been to bars, like, November, December, I was, like, in and out of bars and shit, you know? And it's just you don't meet women. There's never, you know? And if there are women my age, they're with people, and with boyfriends, you know? Because they met them online and made plans beforehand. That's just how it goes nowadays, man. You know, you're not going to meet a female there who's just like looking for guys. It's just not the motherfucking 80s and 70s anymore. God damn, dude. You know what I mean? And yeah, he's like, yeah, you gotta, you know, you guys quit doing that. You know, when I was your age, I was doing that every single day, all the time, picking up chicks. And the funny thing is, like, he always, like, I don't know if I said this yet. I know I made a community post about it, like, on my second channel, I think. But my dad pretty much, like, he called me. This was like after the whole, when I basically got cucked by my one-itis. You know, I went to the bar with her and she brought her fucking boyfriend, and that whole thing was a fucking disaster. I have a video on that. I was telling my dad about that whole thing. And, you know, he's telling me, he's like, same shit. Like, oh, you know, when I was your age, he's like, kid, listen to me. I've drank more beer and fucked more pussy than you ever will in your entire life. You know, he's just like, like telling me this, you know, he's like, oh, and the thing is, it's like, you know, what's so brutal is like, oh my God, it really is brutal. So like, there's too many things, you know, especially like the whole generational differences, right? You know, he genuinely thinks I'm talking to all these chicks and bringing them home. Yeah, I'm with my buddies having fun. It's like, nope, I'm being dragged to these fucking places. I'm so fucking miserable and depressed that I have to get blackout drunk in hopes of, you know, enhancing my social skills when in reality it just turns me into an idiot. Like, dude, it is so unbelievably over, man. And we have different phenotypes, which is fucking bizarre, because you got to understand this too, guys. Like, my dad, he's got jet black hair, curly hair. Some people actually mistake him for, like, being ethnic, but he's not, because he's, like, really tan. Like, his skin is really dark. And me, I'm a pale Irish ginger. Same thing as my mom. I don't know. And I even remember, like, this one story, like, they would always tell me, like, apparently when I was, like, when I was a baby, like, they took me to the beach, and some woman, my dad was, like, holding me, and she thought that, like, oh, I was, like, sick or something. Like, I had, like, albinism, like I was an albino. It's like, nope. The reality is, I'm an Irish ginger. Cropped out the womb, and it was fucking over. So, yeah, that's pretty brutal. And even, like, now, dude, like, fucking, I was arguing with my mom over this shit, like, I was just telling her how fucking ugly I am and all that garbage, because, like, it's just, like, I give up at this point, man. Like, there's so much shit that I've done to the point where, like, I just keep, I don't know, just ending up in the same spot, you know what I mean? Because look where I am right now. I'm in my car making a video, depressed as fuck. It's just done, And I was telling her, like, how ugly I am, and she's like, oh, your father, look at your father. All the girls were all over your father. It's like, dude, he looks so fucking different from me, guys. Like, you gotta understand, it's such a, like, I literally don't look like his son. I actually don't. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, either way, like, whatever. I don't care. Like, okay, cool. Like, my dad was a fucking Chad or something. I don't care. Like look at me. Like, I'm just fucking, it's just all this gaslight fucking garbage, dude. Like, I just don't want to fucking hear anymore. Like, oh, you just got to be you're a kind man. You just got to get yourself out there more. And where, though? That's what I'm saying. I got a lot of comments of, like, people saying, like, maybe unironically or ironically, whatever. It's like, oh, how could you go to a strip club and complain about, like, not being able to, going to a strip club and not being able to meet, like, good quality women and people. It's like, listen, I pretty much get dragged there because, the people I hang out with, every now and then, they always want to go there for some stupid reason. I never do. I can't stand those strip clubs at all. I don't want to go back to them. But you gotta understand, like, outside of that, it's like, okay, where? We live in such a brutal time that, like, people as young as me are going to strip clubs just to, like, talk to women. You know what I mean? Because, it's like, where are they? I don't see women my age anywhere. Let me get my fucking binoculars out. Like, oh, touch grass, bro. It's like, okay, get my binoculars out. Where are they? Where are the women? Nowhere to be found. Seriously, I don't know. Like, it's just weird, I'm kind of done with hobbies and clubs. Cause, like, listen, I used to be, like, I don't know, more happy. Like, my brain wasn't as fucking fried and cooked, cause I feel like nowadays my brain is just like SpongeBob, like, deep fried, like, in the fucking Krabby Patty fryer, cause it's just cooked. Like, I can't, like, nothing makes me happy anymore except for fucking alcohol, which I can't fucking drink. It's so brutal, man. It is so unironically brutal. Like, dude, it's just done. It's a done deal, just done. But yeah, like, I used to do, like, hobbies and clubs. I used to be like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, basketball. Yeah. Oh my God, chess club. Yeah. It's like, dude, it was all men in that motherfucking shit, dude. Every club I've ever done, dude, it was just like, it's just a sausage fest, you know what I mean? Just all guys. I never met a single female in any of those things, man. Seriously. My parents like, oh, you just need a job. You need a job. It's like, well, yes, of course I fucking want a job. I need a job. I want to get the fuck out of this house. I want to live on my own, which, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't even think if I had, if I got a job, I probably wouldn't even be able to move out. I don't think many people can because of how fucked the economy is, and you just can't afford shit anymore. But yeah, that's another thing I wanted to mention. My dad, he's talking about, like, he's like, oh, you quit doing that. You need a job. I've been applying to all these jobs for you. Have you gotten any emails? I'm like, no. And it's over when both your parents are applying to jobs daily for you and you're not getting shit. That kind of scares me a little bit. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, they're both, apparently, like, especially, like, they're both trying to help me out, which is nice. Thank God. That's cool. I'm not taking that for granted, but it's so brutal thinking about that, right? You know, aside from me, like, you know, them like applying to jobs for me, like submitting my resumes everywhere and no one getting back to me, that's pretty fucked, man. And yeah, you know, he's like, you need to get it in gear. And this is another brutal thing he said. He's like, you need to find a girl to motivate you. And he was talking about how, like, you know, when he got like his first girlfriend or whatever, he's like, one of his first girlfriends, like, it got him to motivate him. I hear that a lot from people too. Like, even my only one friend, you know, Wingman, this motherfucker was telling me how, like, he was like exactly like me, 100%, like in every way. Like, and I would say he still is, you know. Like, I do like him. Like, he technically is my, like, single, only one friend, you know. At this point in my life, only single one friend, you know, and he was telling me before his girlfriend came along, yeah, he was just like me, and he got his girlfriend, and it just, like, kicked him off his fucking ass. He's, like, all motivated and happy, and he said, like, just changed his life, you know. He's like, I'm telling you, you know, a girl, like, a good girlfriend can, like, motivate you and change your fucking life. And that's what my dad pretty much said. He's like, you know, you need to find a girl or something to motivate you. He's like, because he always calls me at the worst times, like when I'm like either really tired in bed, like just sounding like shit, or like early in the morning. It's never like a normal time. And he's always like, oh, you know, you need to get up off your ass and quit going out with the buddies. And the stupid part is he thinks I do that every day, you know, because right after, I don't know if, like, what brain cells he's operating on, but, you know, he ended up calling my mom, like, right after he called me, you know, talking about, like, oh, you know, why doesn't he have a job yet? Is he going out and drinking, you know, with the buddies? I understand it. And, you know, he basically said the same shit to my mom, like, oh, he's going out there hooking up with the chicks, even though I ain't hooking up with nothing, you know, it's over. And my mom ended up basically saying, like, hey, like, he really doesn't leave the house. He doesn't really, you know, he'll just, like, go to the gym and, you know, go to the park, and that's it. He doesn't talk to anybody. He doesn't do anything. She said that, like, this is such a rare thing that I do, you know, going out drinking. She's like, he doesn't really do that much at all. And yeah, like, my dad's thinking this is like the 70s or something, like, oh yeah, picking up the chicks at the bar, yeah, ha. It's like, yeah, dude, I'm picking up, the only thing I'm picking up is my fucking right hand to jerk off when I get home. It's I mean, seriously, dude, like, I ain't picking up any chicks, you know what I mean? I ain't picking up nothing, dude. I don't really want to, like, let him down and explain it to him, like, how fucked and how over it is for me, because, like, the funny part is, it's like, my dad's always calling everybody a loser. He's like, oh, that guy's a loser, that guy's such a loser, and it's like, you gotta realize, like, you know, your son's probably one of the biggest fucking losers, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, he's like trying to find me a job here. Like, that's part of the reason why he sent me back from, you know, where I was living, and nothing has happened yet, guys. Like, I'm telling you, even my fucking uncle, he's like, yeah, I'll help you out. It's all crickets. Like, guys, I'm telling you, it's just fucking crickets. So, like, that's why I kind of have to go back to school, you know, like, I've been talking about that a little bit. Pretty much, like, over the summer, I'm going to look at, like, different trades, and I'm probably going to go back to school in September to, like, find a trade of some sort. Because, like, it's just ridiculous. Like, it's just over, man. And that's the even brutal part. Like, I've been talking about this, like, there's people I know that are graduating with college fucking degrees that, you know, that they can't find jobs for years. You know, they're in all this debt, like, fucking, you know, my good friend Wingman that I was just talking about, this motherfucker's in, like, 100K debt, you know? Like, he'll ask me, like, to pay for shit sometimes. He'll be like, you know, I don't have the money. So I guess I technically did make a smart decision working that, you know, just, like, going to a community college, even though I got a useless degree, you know, I have no debt, thank God. Saved up a lot of money from that fucking retail job with all that, you know, overtime and shit, which I guess was smart. I just regret quitting that job. I regret trying something new. I should have stayed there, man. I really should have, but it is what it is. Can't do shit. He also asked me to, you know, this week, so Monday to Friday, to fucking take care of his dog. He's like, you know, my parents will give you $100 if you just, like, take care of my dog and cats. You know, you gotta stop by, like, in the morning and at night. He's like, well, at the end of the week, my parents will give you $100 for it. Cause I mean, he knows like I don't have shit going on. He knows like it's fucking over. And I even said that. I'm like, do you have anybody else to like do it? He's like, honestly, no. He's like, you're the only person. It's like, all right, cool. At least I'll get $100. You know what I mean? I guess that's kind of cool. But, so yeah, I gotta do that this week. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm just tired of that shit too. Like, both my parents, like, and they're even talking too about, my dad was like, oh, you should kick him out so he learns his lesson. And I mean, damn well, like, I'd be homeless. Cause it's like, if I've been struggling, like, even before I got the job, back in like August of 2022, before I got that job, I was struggling fucking years before that, even in high school, my mom, like, she wanted me to have a high school job because like everybody else back in her day did it. And she was like driving me around everywhere. This was when I was like 16, just driving me around everywhere. No one hired me, and we just kind of gave up, you know what I mean? And then, when I graduated high school, I was still like kind of looking for jobs during college. And yeah, I didn't get lucky until that subhuman warehouse job hired me. So it's definitely been an issue, like no doubt. But, yeah, I don't know. Like if I ever like do get kicked out, yeah, homelessness is, something. That's definitely something, because I don't really know anybody. And, yeah, at this rate, like, no one's hiring me. And I also said it too, like, yeah, even if you, like, do you guys, like, know anybody who is homeless yet they work? I feel like that's, that's becoming, like, more and more common nowadays, because you just can't afford anything now. Food is so goddamn expensive. It's just, like, I don't even know, like, they just can't, the older generations just can't fathom it. They just can't fathom the fact that, oh, for some reason it could be possibly any different, just any different. But yeah, it's also over too, because I've been thinking about that one girl at the strip club, the normal one, that gives you the dollars and shit, that, ghosted me. I got to get over that fast, because damn well, I already saw it for myself. She's got like thousands of guys on her iMessages, so I already got lost in there pretty much. Done deal, over. Such a different era, because that wouldn't have happened like years ago, you know what I mean? The 80s, if I saw her there, I wouldn't be competing with fucking everyone on the goddamn internet. It would just be me there, and all the other guys that, hit on her like in real life, not like the whole internet and just like the sea of all the people I was scrolling on. Like, Jesus Christ, it is just so done and over with. Like, I was just like telling my mom about this shit too. I'm like, I give up on everything. Like, I really do, man. I'm tired of like putting in hard work and getting fucking farted in my mouth garbage. Like, what the fuck is that shit? Seriously, like, what is that? I'm going to make a video like pretty soon, probably, on like my whole, like, I don't know, just like diet and gym. And, I mean, it probably will be like an educational video maybe, but I mean, it did help me feel better for a while. But now I'm just kind of, I mean, I don't know, man. I can either bulk up and cut or just keep getting skinnier. Not exactly sure what I want to do, because I'm kind of at that point where I plateaued with my weight. So, yeah, I don't know. I just want to look good. That's the whole problem. Like, I actually considered plastic surgery a little bit, because like, obviously if I look really good, people are going to treat me better, because that's just human nature. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? So